Hi guys, it's Angel from AngelSkyeTV. Today's your weekly medicine tarot reading for the week of October 1st. Posting a bit late this week. I'm just getting over a really bad cold. And I don't know about you guys, but last week I got slammed with like a bunch of emotional, dark turbulence. Honestly, I'm just coming out of it right now. I've really been affected by the world news. At the moment, I am Puerto Rican, so the whole thing that's happening in Puerto Rico is I feel like I'm being punched in the face every day. I've been following the news really closely in Puerto Rico, and, I don't normally follow news, world news especially, because I find it really depressing and it really affects me. The major thing that affects me with this not the hurricane, I've been used to hurricanes my whole life. Sometimes I wouldn't hear from my grandparents in Puerto Rico for months after hurricanes. So that doesn't affect me. What's affecting me is the racism that's been associated with the lack of help that's happening, or the lack of government support in Puerto Rico, which is an American colony. I have zero tolerance for racism and bigotry, and so to see people and to know people are without food and water 2 weeks after a hurricane, when there are hundreds and thousands of people sending help, but the help isn't being distributed to the people, and doesn't seem like a priority. Like, I've been watching a lot of on the ground Puerto Rican reporters that are telling what's actually happening which is in opposition to what's being shown in like the mainstream news. It just blows my mind. I think they're saying there's only 16 fatalities, but actually that's much higher, and the whole thing is just really been very difficult. I didn't even go to class this week. I've just been really affected, and I know that a lot of you are really affected by the news on a regular basis, and I almost always advise people not to even pay so much attention to it. And it's difficult because it's very seductive to watch what's happening in the world, and everybody wants to be informed. But at the same time, you have to find a balance within yourself. There's things that you can do, and there's things that you cannot do and cannot change. And you have to be able to, stay positive, because you don't want to add to that negativity in the world. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't want to add to the negativity in the world in any way, shape, or form. And I take that very seriously. I want to be a positive force in this world, to be a light in this world. And I know that doesn't always mean that I need to be positive or happy, or or ignore my difficult, challenging, dark feelings, because that's just not possible. But I don't want to spread negativity in the world. And so there's something very different about that. And the guides have been really helping me get through this, and I've been leaning on the divine and my family to try to make sense out of all of the things that are happening. And today's reading is going to be dedicated to that. We're going into full moon in Aries, and Aries is a sign of, spontaneity and almost arrogance, I'd like to say, just impulsiveness. Impulsive is a better word. So with this moon going into Aries on Thursday, on the 5th, people are going to be shooting off at the mouth, not really thinking, saying what they really think, but not really censoring it. And you're probably seeing that already. Usually a full moon has a precursor, but this is already going on, especially on social media. But you might notice that your interactions in person might be a bit more intense. So I just want to give you a heads up there for this week, with the full moon happening. And honestly, the guides are just telling me to stay in. It's not because out of fear, with all these, shootings and things like that. It's not because of that. It's not because stay in to protect yourself from terrorism or anything. it's more just to like gather yourself, get stronger, you know. These things are going to continue to occur. We can't control them, but we can again control ourselves, and making ourselves as strong as we can, and really aligning with the intention that we are only going to spread love and light. That's it. That's very important, to stay in that space and to be able to help heal the world. You know, the world needs light. There's enough darkness. We all know that. The world needs light. So staying in that light requires you to be disciplined and to have a practice. And I don't care if that, you know, all the excuses people have, I don't have time, I don't have time. If you want to make a difference in the world, then you need to make time for yourself. It's just that simple. So let's close our eyes. We'll ask the guides to surround this reading for the week of October 1st with the intention of, you know, giving us the guidance of how we can stay positive. What do we need to do to stay positive for this week, the week of October 1st? All right. All right, so at the beginning of the week, we're talking about some money. Yay, a financial windfall coming in. And an unsuspected supporter. So someone you don't even know is going to help you out. It's going to kind of come, and this actually, because I'm filming a day late, this actually happened to me. So I'll share my story with you. I've just been shopping around for a car right now because my car is at that point where, you know, do I fix it? Is it worth it? So anyways, I may have gotten a car. I'm going to find out today. But the person that it came from was not the person I expected it to come from. I had been working with this person for a couple months, and I don't know, I just didn't, you know, feel like, you know, that was the right person to make the deal with. And then all of a sudden, it all just fell together with this person after I tried to go another route, and that was like a total fail. So, you know, it was unexpected, and it was actually unexpected in the sense that the deal that I got was the exact same deal I was trying to make with the other car dealership, and that totally fell flat. And then I ended up getting the exact same car, almost, just a different color, but, you know, without all, like, it's actually a really much better deal. So it was just completely unexpected for me for that to have happened. And, you know, the person was really, like, supporting me as a person and what I do, because it's hard to get a car when you're self-employed. I don't know why. You're a risk, apparently, to banks. But this person was, like, a understanding of my situation and supported me. She didn't even really know me. So that was really awesome. So yeah, so that's actually happened for me personally this at the beginning of the week. So because this is filming late, think back to Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and, you know, if any kind of windfall in terms of money came about. Middle of the week's talking about opening your arms to love, and that's today. That's where I'm filming today, and that is where I'm at today as well. So it's talking about, you know, there's a huge, and I have to show this because there's a huge dove in the bottom corner there. I don't know if it's your right or your left because it's backwards in the thing. But this dove is a symbol of hope for me personally when I see this card. And usually, you know, when I look at a card, I might see different things in it, and that's the first thing that popped out for me was that symbol of hope, symbol of peace. Which is good. We need to hear that right now. It's talking about, you know, some awakening, some new psychic, intuitive guidance you might be getting during the middle of the week, which all completely makes sense to me with the full moon coming up. That's generally a really powerful time for new psychic epiphanies. Especially, you're going to find where it's an Aries. They might hit you, smack you in the face, come out of nowhere, just be really sporadic, these psychic insights that you will get midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. So dreams, pay attention to your dreams, the guides are saying, in the next couple nights. Maybe put a dream journal beside your bed. You might find that by doing that, you'll actually prompt yourself to have dreams. And if you have any questions about your personal life, what direction to take, where to go, the guides are saying, ask the question, write it down, keep the pen and pad by the bed, and expect an answer. Just, I need an answer. I'm going to dream about the answer. I'm going to dream about the choice, the direction, whatever it is. They're also saying to use lapis lazuli, which is a beautiful stone if you don't already have it, or smoky quartz, or both in combination, or even moldavite. And I know that that's a really scary stone. It's not a stone, it's an asteroid. I did a video about that. You have to go farther back, but any of those 3 stones do really, really well. And for some reason, they're also saying blue lace agate as well. So those 4 stones for dream work this week. End of the week, they're saying, you need to take some action. There's some kind of a challenge that you successfully can manage, but you do need to take some action. So the guides are just saying, something just might come up that needs immediate attention, and it's kind of appears as something you feared for a really long time, but it's actually a really good thing. So it comes up out of nowhere, again, that energy of Aries in the moon, and you will have to sort it out kind of quickly, think on your feet. I have full confidence in you for doing that. The last thing they're saying is don't expect to get a lot of sleep this week. And I'm sorry in advance, but it's just kind of going to be one of those weeks where you're just going to have restless sleep. You're going to be kind of flopping. And actually, they're saying there's 2 things that could happen to you this week. You can either be just sleeping way too much and just, a complete zombie, or you're just going to be flopping and flipping around. And that really is just going to be contingent on where your transiting planets are going to be. But you're either going to be super, super sleepy and just can't, function. And for you guys that feel that way this week, they're saying get outside. Do the opposite of what you feel. You feel like going inside and like cuddling up and never leaving the house. They're saying no, get moving, get outside, dress warm, be a little bit more active so that you allow that energy to flow through you. And when you're walking outside, take some deep breaths and breathe it into the ground, so that you can actually release that fog through your feet. And for the rest of you that are not getting sleep, it's okay to stay inside, cuddle up, get some tea. So that's what I have for you this week. Please, if you will, take a moment to pray for Puerto Rico. They're still really in a massive humanitarian crisis down there. And, we need to send all the love that we can. And you know what? When you see people writing racist things on social media, stand up for people. Don't just, glaze over it. And this is controversial, of course. My brother's saying, you should just not say anything when people, are racist bigots. You should keep your mouth shut. I have a hard time with that. I just feel like, no, I'm not going to let people slam other cultures for absolutely no reason. There's no reason for it. It's childish. It's unproductive. It's really not, it makes no sense. We're one world family, guys. We all have blood under our skin. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what type of preferential, cultural, religious things you perform. Who cares? Who gives a flying crap? As long as you're not hurting other people, it doesn't matter. And if you're not aware of other cultures, then read a book, search, ask, meet someone, connect. I don't know. It's just, in this day and age, being ignorant is a complete choice. It's a choice. And it's a poor choice. It's not helping the world become a better place. It really is not, I have to still learn about other cultures. There's so much to learn about people from other cultures. There's still things I don't know about my own culture. As a biracial person, I still am learning about my own cultures. You know, like, and that's the beauty of life. We don't need to make it into a war, guys. Like, people are equal. There's no one better than anyone else. So please, if you can, you know, try to inform yourself. If you don't want to stand up for other people's rights, fine, I get that. Some people don't like to rock the boat. I understand that. Not everyone has an activist spirit. But at least educate yourself. At least try to understand people that are different than you and value what differences they have, what they bring to the table. You know, why is that a bad thing? And if you're finding you're posting racist things, or being attacked for posting racist things, don't defend yourself. Look at yourself. I've said ignorant things in my life, and I've grown from it. The only reason I have is because I've had to admit to myself that, yeah, you know what? This is ignorant. I don't want to be ignorant. So I'm actually going to admit to myself that I'm being ignorant and move past it, you know, by not doing it repeatedly and defending it as if I'm not, you know? And if you choose to be racist, that's your choice, then great, but own it. Don't pretend you're not. Don't hide your racism in other bullshit arguments. Anyways, that's totally off topic, but that's a message just directly for me, because it's my passion to hope that everybody one day, you know, just loves one another. You know, maybe that's living in a fairy tale. I don't know, but it's a lot better than living in a world where there's hatred, in my opinion. And I think we all can make a difference in a small way, each of us. And if we all choose to do that, then you know what? The world will be better. Even if it's just a little bit by bit, it will continue to get better. Please look for those instances in life where things are getting better, and that will help you get through this really crazy time right now. I promise. And I will see you back here next week. Bye.